Welcome everybody to this Thursday night practice session at Rodskogen. Thanks for everyone for joining. If you've got nothing else to do on a Thursday night, then join me watching some guys do a practice session. Well, thanks for joining. I thought I'd jump on here and practice because I'm not all that good at doing this live streaming gig, and see if there's a couple of cars on track. Holy moly, everyone's on track. There's a lot of keen people in here, and some names. I can actually name drop tonight. But before I do that, we'll see where we are. I'll show you a little a world map of where we are tonight. We're actually at a track called Rodskogen in Norway. I'll show you guys. Oh, this is wonderful. Ben has actually done this for us. Oh, look at this. Straight into Norway to the track at Rodskogen. Looking beautiful too. Let's cut away from that. It's the actual track itself. So, I said I'd name drop. We've got names like Jared Filsell, which has been doing some nice laps I've watched for the last couple of minutes. Shane van Gisbergen has pipped him. And a personal favourite of mine, Dale Lube, is in here too. So, speaking of, let's see who's actually on track at the moment, and we might have a quick look. Yes, our mate Dale Lube is on track. Okay. I was reading some comments earlier on the Discord channel, and Dale Lube was having a chat to us about his rig. Great livery. Birds aren't real. It looks like a lot of people have jumped on board with this livery. I think he's about to start a lap. Let's jump on board with him. Barreling into turn 1. Nice. So all the stuff we learned at Phillip Island about this car, about the mechanical grip and flow in the car, basically you throw out the window here. It's all about corner exit. And this little turn 3 down here is very tricky. Downhill braking. Dancing on the brakes. One day we'll see Dale Lube hit an apex, and hopefully it's tonight. Very twisty and windy track at Rodskogen. Spend the majority of your lap on the steering wheel, turning hard. Yeah, looking good, Lube. So let's go through some some times. So on top we have Shane van Gisbergen doing a 1:32.2. He's in the pits at the moment. Jared Filsell is on track. We might get a gauge of what he's doing at the moment. I don't know if anyone can see this on the stream, but he's got a SpongeBob helmet on. Looks pretty cool. Let's check out the livery. This track is over before it starts. So it looks like he's just doing laps at the moment, getting used to track conditions. Sean Linsell is on track as well. These guys are all pretty much grouped together within a tenth of each other. It's a small track with 14 corners, and it's good seeing that we got a lot of people doing similar lap times over that many corners. So everyone's pushing. It is just a practice session. There's only 58 minutes left in the practice session, but everyone's keen for Saturday night, I think. We'll stay on board here with Sean. I think he's pushing. He's just done a 1:32.8 and he was a little bit hampered on that lap, so I don't know what his fuel load is right now, but let's see if he's going to push it to the limit on this one. Absolute on the limiter. Going to turn 3. Seems to just be catching it a lot. Probably no lap time in that. Pulled out of that lap as well. We'll jump on with Hayden Sell. He's one of our pro drivers. Same with Sean Lindsell. He was one of our pro drivers as well. Hayden's doing similar lap times to Sean. He's doing 1:32.4s as well. Got it all crossed up. We'll stick with him for a lap. No, we won't. We'll move on. Who we got next on our list? We got Nick Carroll. I'm not sure what class he is in. He might be yet to be decided. I'm not sure. He's not doing any laps anyway. Brad Newman's not doing any laps. Seb is on track. Yes, he is. He's doing some 1:33.4s. So last I checked on the Discord server, it looks like we're going to have a full house. That's if everyone turns up. We'll see what happens. But we're going to have 50 plus in the first race, which is, I'm not looking forward to calling that because I'll have no idea where I am at turn 1. Turn 1's going to be interesting as well on this track. You're going to have you'll probably find the guys with the biggest balls braking as late as they possibly can in the turn 1 just to get a little bit of track position around here, because I'd imagine passing is going to be a bit tricky. On board, I'll jump on board with Mitchell McGarry right now. Doing an outlap, I'd imagine. Or is he waiting for someone to pass him? No, he's up it. He's up it. Mitchell McGarry in the professionals livery. Looking very professional. think he's going to go for a hot lap here. Let's stick on board. See if Mitchell can push his way up. He's actually in our pro class as well. I think in our pro class we've got around 20 drivers, maybe a little bit more. I see there's been a lot of people join after the after our qualifying session we had at Phillip Island. But Rudskogen's really going to throw the challenge down for these guys. Last night I got to jump on the sim and have a couple of laps around here. I can tell you I was not very quick at all. I think I was doing 134s, 133.9, something like that. Nowhere near these guys. Just trying to keep the car planted. Is tricky enough. And on the black stuff. So Mitchell has done a 133.6. We'll see if he can improve on that. Onto the main straight. The 134.7. So he's a little bit off his own pace. We'll keep moving down the list. We'll find some of our amateur class that are on the track at the moment. So we don't have many amateur class actually in here at the moment doing any practice. Although Dale Lube's in here, Cole Gresh, he's in the pits, Dale Lube's in the pits. We're just there with Milne before, he's jumped back in the pits. Is Shane doing any laps right now? Let's have a look. He's just about to go out in a lap. We might cut back to his hot lap. A lot of the boys in the same livery here. In the Falcon liveries. I might jump on board here. Yeah, this looks exciting. These boys are in an absolute battle in a practice session. Well done. So this has turned into a bit of a bumper car session. Let's jump on, see who's around him here. So we got Jared Philsell there with him, which is now off the track. It looks like Shane gave him a bit of a serve. Brad Newman is on board here as well with these guys. Side by side into the last turn. And this is the sort of exciting racing we're going to be seeing on Saturday. It's going to be side by side action. The slipstream's going to be massive on the straight here. Barreling into turn one. I said you're going to need balls. Let's see what Newman can do. No, Shane's covered. I don't even know where to look here, to be honest. Going into turn three. all picking their own lines through turn 3. Hey! Gizzy's in a bit of an expression session at the moment, and has taken out his mate Jared in the process. So Shane, Jared, Nick and Brad, I don't know what class Ben's going to put them into. I guess it'll all depend on what they're doing here in the practice session. They're all doing times around, if not better than the pros. So I'd imagine they'd be putting the pros. The pro field's going to be massive. So that's Jared Philsell out in front. We've got Nick Carroll in the 23, Falcon entry. Following Brad Newman. Let's see them go into turn 3. Let's see if these boys can do a lap. That'll be interesting. Only one line through the S's up the hill, so they're full in formation. Big dive bombs, massive dive bombs. Brad Newman there. That's a interesting line by Jared. And that's not optimal, I wouldn't think. Pretty exciting for a practice session, watching these boys, but I might move on just a little bit. There's no lap times coming out of these guys, it's just a bit of fun. Come Saturday night, these guys will all have their game faces on, and I can tell you, they might be having a bit of fun now, but there won't be any love lost on the track. It'll all be a lot of banter. The green flag, the checkers flag will drop, and the red mist will descend as well. Looking forward to watching that. Let's jump on with our top amateur. He's done a 133.9, so he's jumped into the 133s. He's done 36.37. This is his 37th lap out there. The car's not sounding all that great, actually. We'll turn that track map on again and show where it is. The HRS livery. My mate Kenny Condoms is jumped into the session as well. He's doing 134.7s, but his sector times show that he's a lot quicker than that, so I might stay on board for him for a lap in the next level racing livery. Looking Been pretty sharp actually. Okay, let's jump over his shoulder. See what sort of lap he can put down. I think he's chasing Milne at the moment. I'm pretty confident that's him in front of him. I'll check out the sector zones between these two. I'll see if I can get a head-to-head up. It's not going to show me, which is a bit annoying. Pretty tidy lap so far from the condoms. You should get a benefit of the slip up here. Maybe not. Milne got a poor exit. No, he's got a benefit of it. So he's just done a 133.6. Condoms is done, and that's putting well up the order into the 10th position. Who else is showing a bit of improvement at the moment? Dale Lube, is he still doing laps? He certainly is. Here's another one of our amateurs on track. That was an outlap for him. We'll stay on board with him, see what he can show us. Got to be committed on the accelerator here. I like to say it a lot. Give it the herbs and spices down here for as long as you can. I know you're going down a hill. Touch those brakes late. Oh. Hold on to it, mate. Hold on to it. Bit of an off track there. Not going to hold that against him. Sorry, Luby, I've put the mockers on you. I haven't jumped on with Orlando Black. He's just jumping out of the pits now. I can't remember what livery he had. Ah, that's right. Orlando Black with the non-red livery. Love it. He's done a lot of laps actually. He's been out there for 28 laps. Is probably for most of the session actually. He's done a 133.5. So he's no slouch. Our top 10 drivers are separated by 4/10, so it's not much on a is it 14 turn on a 14 turn track. So I'm not good at maths, but it wouldn't be much per corner that he has to make up. That's not going to give him much performance at all. You'll have to come back in the pits for that one and start again.
Sorry. Okay, mate.
Nice to apologise. That's good sportsmanship out there, even though it's a practice session. So it looks like our top four have left the session. Nick Carroll and Brad Newman are still on track. Practicing some battling. I haven't even looked at the schedule, actually. I might jump on that now to see what how many laps we're going to be doing in race 1 and then race 2.
Sorry.
Ben's going to be very disappointed in me that I don't know this information. Round information. Let's have a quick look. I don't think he has put anything up about the race duration. I'll have to get... if he's listening to the stream, Ben, if you're listening to the stream, jump in and let me know. I might give him a message while we stay on board with Brad and Nick here doing some laps. So Benny's just got back to me. We're going to be doing a 20-minute sprint for race 1. So that works out to be about 17 laps? No, a lot less than that, maybe 15 laps. And then race 2 will be 40 minutes with a pit stop, I'd imagine. Oh, big dive under brakes. Love to see it. Pushed him wide. Where is he? He's on his... He's on his inside here. Oh, he's got him. Well, he's in him. Oh, savage break into turn 1. They're having a bit of fun out there, but they're 4 seconds off the pace doing this, which is fine. Race pace is going to be a lot different to qualifying pace. Just asked Ben another question about Saturday night to just see if we've got how qualifying is going to be working as well. Oh, Russell Paul's jumped into the server. He's one of our newer drivers that haven't been put into a category yet. So I've also been told that Saturday night's going to be a 15-minute qualifying session with everyone on track. If we're going to have 50 cars on track doing qualifying, it's going to be messy. 15 minutes is probably not much time. You're going to really have to pick your time. Oh, he's gone out there and shown me where I should be reading. You'd think someone that's going to be commentating on the race should know how long the race is going to be, but he's got me. David Munqueen is out on track as well, and he's just shot to the top. Shot to P8 with a 133.8. No, 133.3. Sorry. He had the Wave Runner livery, I'm pretty sure. So what I might do, he sent me this little link to what's been going on. So on Saturday nights, we're going to be doing at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a practice session for 30 minutes. Going straight into a 15-minute qualifier at 7:30. At 7:45, that goes straight into a 20-minute sprint race, followed by a 40-minute feature race. We're going to be doing solo endurance rounds. They'll have 40-minute qualifiers and 60-minute races. Our wildcard rounds, again, will be similar to our normal sprint and feature races. Actually, they're a little bit shorter, actually. So the wildcard rounds will have a 20-minute qualifying, followed by a 15-minute sprint race to a 30-minute feature race. And then it looks like he might be putting some team endurance rounds on. There'll be a 2-hour enduro with a 40-minute qualifier to start off with. So pretty cool. There's going to be a couple of drop rounds, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, two drop rounds for the 12-week period. So while I was speaking, Damon's just improved his time. He's gone to a 1:33.239. So our top. So our top 5 separated by 5 tenths, and then from there we got another 5 tenths to the rest of the field. Brad Newman is still out on track with Nick. Hoping he's doing laps. Let's see if Baked Beans doesn't come into the chat today, into the practice today, which is a bit of a shame. Cam McDougall. Oh, nice flat white livery. It's looking nice, actually. So hard to keep these cars straight. So with half an hour left in the practice session, we might see if anyone's doing. We got Nick and Brad still battling it out on the track. Damon Mulqueen is throwing down laps, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's just brought the tyres in for this next lap. He's actually on a lap right now. Just cut to Orlando. Oh no, Orlando Black had to pull out of that one. Damon on his sector times has a lot of time in him. I think if by the session's over, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the 132s. I'll come back and see how he's progressing. Brian out. I didn't jump on board with you earlier. Actually, our mate Condoms just did a 133.2. Just moved him back up into the top 10. So he's finding sector time as well, and he's finding lap time. Russell Paul is someone new to the session as well. I love clean liveries, I really do. There's nothing really going on with that livery, and I love it. Russell Paul looks like someone that doesn't need a big note himself. He just gets into a nice white car with a bit of a pinstripe and sends it. He lets his racing tell the story. Who's done the most laps in the session so far? Milne. Number 173, Milne. What's Milne's first name? Or is that his? Or that is his first name? Or am I calling Milne Milne? Mr. Milne. Could be a doctor. Let's jump on board. Ben is listening to the stream because he's just asked what Milne's first name is, and he's told me to jump in here and have a look at something, and I will do that. Well, this is interesting. I'm so glad he's given me this, actually. I've got a little document that he sent me with everyone's name in here, with a little about them and nicknames. So I will be using your nicknames. So Milne is actually David Milne. I think it's David Milne. Tell you a little bit about him while we're on board with him. He's a crane driver. He's raced motorcycles. Loves to watch F1. Well, it's a pity at the moment. There's no Formula 1 at the moment. Loves to watch the V8 supercars, MotoGP. And this is something interesting that you don't normally see race cars or sim racers enjoy. A bit of ballroom dancing. I'll see if he can do a bit of dancing around these boys at front. If he gets into a little bit of a battle with these guys, I think he'll bring out the best, and we might see some lap times. Well, Milne, thanks for sharing that with us. I can already tell you're blushing now. I know you're not listening, but I already can tell that you're blushing. You ballroom dancer, you. Let's see who else we got in here. Has Mr. Dale Lube put any information for us? Okay, so I was on board with the Burnout before. That's Thomas Byrne, nicknamed Tom Burnout. Not bad. Let's jump into his bio here. Let's see what he's put on here. His name's Thomas, but he prefers Tom. Fair enough. He's only a young fella. He's only 23 years old. And if I could read this correctly... Wow. So he lives in Brisbane, and it looks like he's in his... Yeah, that's what it says. He's in his 5th year of his dual degree of Laws and Commerce at the University of Queensland. Well, stick with it, mate. With degrees like that, you could probably afford a pretty decent rig, I'd imagine. Who else we got in here that's put some information out for us? Might just go through them, hey? What have we got on the stream right now? We've got... I'll see if yeah, these boys are going at it. I'll keep these guys on screen for a little bit while we go through. This. So we got Braden Sagasser. I've raced with Braden before. Nickname Gassy. I'm not sure if that's race related or not. Not sure. Who else we got nicknames here? Cam McDougall. Cam Lag McDougall. Okay. He looks like he lives out at Wollongong. Ethan Greg Galt, which we talked about last time we were on the stream, in the Baked Beans livery. He wants to have a nickname of Egg. It's not going to happen. His nickname is now Baked Beans for life. Normally you don't choose your nicknames, so it's interesting that people are trying to do that. Jake Jackson, I've raced with him as well. His nickname is Scooby. Maybe he owns Subaru cars, I'm not sure. Kyle Gretchy. We got a crazy in here. Mark W. Turner. His nickname's Crazy. He says he's recovering from heart surgery, Mr. Turner. Well, hopefully all's going well. Oliver Patterson's got a nickname of Coco Dog. He drives a VE V6 Commodore wagon. And he lives in Newcastle. Wow. What a combo. He started sim racing a couple of years ago. Good on him. I'm similar. Actually started sim racing a couple of years ago and it's an expensive hobby, but I love it.
Oh, that was fun chasing used to.
I'll just jump
Should
back
have
to
joined it, mate.
Jump back to the who's on? Is Dale's not doing any more laps for us? The Burnout's not on track. I know the Burnout is on track. He's put down a 1:34.3. Looking at his sector times now. Yeah, he should be able to jump into the... Oh, it'll be a squeeze. Has to be a cracking lap to jump into 1:33s. I might jump on board with him, see what we can do. I think there's 17 minutes left in the stream. Or in the practice session, I should say. Condoms is absolutely flying at the moment. He's just on 1:33 flat. I know we didn't jump on board straight away, but just waiting for ages to get that power down at turn 4. Hard up the hill, through the chicane. Picking your braking marker. Keeping the car underneath you. That's it. Play with it, play with it, play with it. On the gas. Nice and tidy. Now, as I know, tidy doesn't mean fast, but... Oh, that's not going to help his lap.
Sorry, man. Tell them about it.
Alright, Kenny. Show us what you can do, mate. I apologise if everyone's talking in chat. I can't see it at the moment. I might try and get that up and running. Ben's just made me aware of it. So it doesn't look like anyone's going to eclipse Shane Van Gisbergen's time. 1:32.2 seems like an eternity away for Kenny right now. Shane must do it for a living, possibly. I'm not sure. Jared Philcell's only a tenth of him. Again, he might do it for a living, I'm not sure. Before the stream ends, I might bring up Shane's fastest lap for us, so everyone can have a look. Just how he did it, because I'd imagine that's going to be a target for qualifying on Saturday. So I'll have a look how he did it. But I might put that in the last couple of minutes. Kenny has done it. A 1:32.8. Well done, Kenny. Russell Paul's still putting down lap times. We're losing people at the moment. There's only a few people left in here. I might take this time to find Shane's quickest lap. I know this is a little bit unprofessional, but I'm going to do it this way. Let's go to... Let's go to this option here. I might go in this way. This is the easiest way for me to find it. So we'll jump into Shane. Look at his laps. He's done a... Let's jump on board with him here. So it looks like he's got the benefit of a bit of a tow from his teammates here. We'll see how late he's under braking coming into turn 3. I think this is going to be make it or break it down here. So he's still hard on it. Just before the 50 metre board he's on it. Using all the track. Small lift up the hill. Just to get the car pointed. Like I said before, an eternity before you get back on the power. Down the hill. That was turn 10. We got a little kink here for turn 11. And then turn 12 uses everything. Excellent. Cuts that corner. Low, very late on the brakes. Again, waiting. Hard on the gas. Given the 11 herbs and spices, he did get a tow, which is going to be beneficial for anyone qualifying on Saturday. Get yourself in position. Get yourself a tow. The lap times are going to be so tight. It was a very tidy lap. It didn't look all that speedy, but it definitely was. We'll jump back on board. We'll go back to live. Is Kenny on track? No. Milne? He's on track. Not ideal. Oh, I like the livery on Daniel Fritz. Was it a whiskey livery? What is it? Whiskey Runners Racing. I like it. I might join that. Whiskey Runners. Back on board with the burnout. So while we're on board with the burnout, I read a little bit more about his bio. Sorry about a bit of glitchiness. Yeah, so I read a little bit more about it. I'll just run you through it. I only told you a little bit. He's in his 5th year of his dual degree of law and commerce at the University of Queensland. He lives in Queensland, but he lives in Brisbane, but he grew up in central Queensland. He's the secretary of the UQ Formula Racing Society. They focus on all things F1, F2, F3 and FE related. He sim races on an Xbox controller, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that said, doing 134s, I might just jump on board with him. I couldn't think of anything worse actually than using an Xbox controller racing, but he seems to be up it. See if he can improve on his 134.3. Coming down the hill into a tough braking zone. And keeping this thing underneath you is near impossible. Sorry about the jump in here, guys. But we'll stay. I'll persevere. I'll see what his sort of lap time we got out of him. Only 5 minutes left in the session. And he's just on 135.6.
Thanks, gentlemen. It's greatly appreciated.
Is Lube still on track? Lube is still out on track. He's done 36 laps. Do we have Dale Lube? His bio here. Find out a little bit more about Dale. Here we go. Dale Lube. Late 30s, IT specialist. He loves to tinker with cars and cook up a feast at a barbecue. That just sounds fantastic. We'll find out where Dale Lube, where he resides later on. Maybe I'll find that out on the next stream. See if he can improve on his 135.5. 135.1 he did. Nice, and he's jumped Russell Paul in the process. Well done, Luke. Is Russell Paul on track? Let's see if he's finding some pace in the last few minutes of practice. If you're in the mid 133s, you're going to have a lot of people around you racing. Seems to be a popular little spot. What can Russell put down for us? 135.8. So it's not his best. It's close to though. And that's not going to be very helpful to his lap times. Kenny's still out on track. He's still hunting lap time.
Thanks for setting us up and allowing me to share my negative pace. See you guys on Saturday.
We will do.
Thanks for coming, Dale. We'll do the race on Saturday, mate.
Me too, me too. I'll just keep saying that I'm consistent, not fast. Cheers, mate.
Well said, Dale. What could Kenny put down here? Still one thing. We'll jump on board with him for this. Probably the last lap I'm gonna witness. We don't have many people out on track at the moment, so. I can tell you guys, I'm really excited for Saturday. I hope you guys are. I hope we get some viewers on. I'll try my best to commentate as best I can. But turn 1 is going to be an absolute dog's breakfast, I think. Braking markers will go out the window. Tempers will flare. The only thing we're going to hear on the over the comms is race control. Lap 1, turn 1. The field. Let's hope we see some clean racing though. If anything was to arise in lap 1, turn 1, we do have Tom Brown, I think, is going to be driving our safety car. I'm not sure what that safety car is, but I'll find out. So we got 20 seconds left in the practice session. Can Kenny do a better time than the 132.8? This is the 133.8, so I guess he can still finish this lap. The burnout's still on track. Just crossed the line. The 135.2. Russell Paul is still out on track. And Tom Brown not in the safety car. Okay. Well, I'd like to thank everyone that's jumped onto the stream and watched. I know it's just a practice session and I've just jumped on here just to get my head around some camera angles and see who's going to be competing. I look forward to seeing everyone on Saturday for some nice clean racing. But I don't think we're going to see that turn 1. We'll probably see it after turn 1, but 50 cars into turn 1 I don't think is going to equal success. But hey, hopefully I'm mistaken. So here's Russell Paul on his last lap. He just did a 135.9. Now I don't know if I can say this over the broadcast. Actually, I won't show it. It'll be, all I can tell you is our safety car looks like it's a Porsche, I think, and I think it's going to be called the Dr. Epoxy safety car. So looking forward to seeing that on the track on Saturday, or not, but we'll see what happens. But thanks for joining the stream, guys, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Good night.